Hello, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some more space engineers. So, uh, I've been making a new cling factory. Um, I started working on a kind of a mobile drill rig. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it makes a big hole. Uh, oh, it's slightly larger than the previous one we had. So I don't know if this thing's going to work or not. I've done a couple of tires on it. I'm debating on whether or not I need to get the front out a little bit further, or if that's going to be enough. Let's go here. Let's go 8. Let's go. I think do I need? What do I need? Oh, I need steel plates. I need to put some more things on the front. I'm slowly building some of these things out and getting some stuff in. Basically, I just drilled that hole to kind of see how it went. There was some good and some bad. There was some good stuff. There was some not good stuff. There's I made a let's do that one like that. Go over here to the other side. Do there too. And then what we'll eventually do is we'll get those things kind of built in. I need to probably build probably fill this entire front section in. I don't know. I need to put some batteries in. I need to put some engines in. I need, like, I have 2 refineries on the back, which aren't going to be massive. The other thing I'm worried about too is when I lower these things down, if this is going to be a problem, because that's basically touching. Hopefully it will stay separate. If not, it's going to rip everything apart. I may move those things over one just to be safe, because I'm scared. It may be fine. It may not be an issue at all. But I am worried about it. As it is, this thing gets, when you turn it on. Let me find it. Let me hear. Let me do. See. I think I can just turn on all the drills. There you go. Turn on the drills. Now it's not so bad, but it still wiggles around quite a bit. I've got 3 gyros on top of it. But if we do control panel here, and we go to pistons here, I do like this, and I just reverse all of them, which should. So ideally, what would happen is it would go down like this. Obviously, I don't want to do all these at one time, because bad things, I'm pretty sure, will happen. But as it goes down, it kind of goes in. It does cause a little bit of damage to itself as it goes down. So I may have to try to get some sort of repair feature kind of for the drill head. So when it comes up, it will auto like, yeah. So you see the sparks and stuff flying off of it. So as it's going down, it's slowly impacting the side of it, which isn't optimal. But basically the theory here is that I have the 2 on the back, and they'll kind of compress down. Oh yeah, so it's going to get stuck, so it's not going to go all the way down anymore. So that one's going to get stuck because it doesn't. It's going to hit that thing. So I do need to move these over out of the way. Right. So as these 2 here compress down, it basically gives me an extra throw. Really, what it does is allows me to get this thing out of the way, so that it doesn't completely impact the ground as I drive around. So we'll do that. We'll go back in here. We're going to take all of our pistons again, like this. And we're going to turn them to reverse again. Boop. And then what it's going to do is it's going to start lifting it back up. So these will lift up. These all will lift up. I've got them all set to 0.1. So it's a fairly slow process. So I'm not trying to overly make it crazy here. But the idea here is for me to be able to drive this thing out over a location to kind of get it where I want it to be at. And then once I have it there, I basically park it and drill a hole straight down into the core and get all the meaty bits that I need. And then if that's not enough, I pull forward a little bit and I do it again. It's kind of a slow process. Obviously, if I can get like a small atmospheric miner, it'd be a lot more efficient. But this is, I don't know. To me, this is more fun. So, and then, yeah, you'll see it's slowly taking damage as it comes up. And then as we get up here, let's see. It doesn't look like anything's actually hurt. Yeah, it doesn't look like it hurt anything that time. But then it comes all the way back up here, and these gyros basically keep the platform from destroying itself, because it will. it will quickly destroy itself. So we're gonna go ahead and turn our drills off. Then we can do that. So now the next trick is to start putting some more automation into it, because me having to go into each one of these pistons and slowly turn them on to get it go down, it probably is going to need some sort of script involved, which means I'm probably going to need help. We'll go ahead and get us a floor in up here. Get us some flooring in. And then I need to start putting in... I need a crap load of batteries because this thing's gonna... It's gonna use some power. Especially with all of, a couple of refineries, a couple of assemblers, stuff like that on it. It's definitely going to cause some. It's gonna cause some some drain on the old power plant there. And being that we're on this planet, probably ice is our best bet, just to turn everything into hydrogen. And then just use hydrogen engines. So we will do that. We'll just kind of get this kind of floor built in up here. All right, so that guy is all there. And then lots of metal plates. And then more welding. The problem is some of this welding is, it's at 25 plates a piece. And I don't have any stuff really to build up here yet. And then it's gonna be a tall structure. I don't think I need. I don't know. I probably could get away with 3, maybe 4 hydrogen engines, and probably at least, I would say. So we'll probably do 4 hydrogen engines. And then do like at least 16 batteries, probably. Not because the 16 batteries is a good point. It's just, it seems like a good place to stop. Let's get some more of these guys being built. Now I only have the one assembler at the moment, so we'll end up having to move some stuff around because I want to basically have. I need that arm to be able to come all the way to the bottom, because I set it up so that we can go basically 50 meters, right? So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 drills are basically there, right? So that would be 60 meters straight from, and it's not 60 meters. It's like total it can go to extend 60 meters. And then we should be able to get 20 more from that. So we should be able to go to like 70 meters down, give or take a little bit. So we lose a little bit for the actual cylinders and stuff. So we should be 60 meters or so down, which should allow us to actually get to most of the kind of the surfacey type ores. That's okay. Just do a little bit of hurt. Just a little bit of hurt. Just waiting for the energy to come back. All right, got all of our energies back. So a lot of this is like building it, trying to get the stuff placed where we need it to. The next trick is going to be building a living space, because I need to get most of the little stuff that we need upstairs so that we can actually use it. So we need, a medical bay. We need a respawn area. We need, don't really need a bed, but I need like a control, console and stuff like that. But I am kind of tempted, just because like this thing here, I need to get the scripts for the programmable blocks so that we can do storage, so that way I can have this thing basically auto mine itself, or not auto mine, but auto refine the ores, and then make sure I always keep like 1,000 plates and 1,000 construction equipments and stuff like that in there, so that way if I have as long as I have the resources, the machine will just kind of be like, oh, okay, you want extra stuff to build itself. I am kind of tempted to get and this is where the problem always starts, is I start looking at mods and it's gonna go badly. Yeah, so that's the only one that's making it still play. I only have one basic assembler. And then, so what is going to end up having to happen is probably today I'm going to need to let this thing run, because I need to get either that, or I guess I can turn these off, but I need to break this thing completely down and basically rebuild it over one block so that I get my full throw back from that. And then, does this thing have? It does. So I could probably throw an assembler on the top of this thing. Just that way we have our assemblers, a couple of assemblers too. Just because, yeah, it would be helpful having a few assemblers to help build plates and things like that. Not to mention the fact that we're going to need a few things for plates and power cells and stuff like that, because I'm going to start building batteries and then we're going to need a handful of hydrogen or the oxygen H2O2 generators, because I'm going to need enough of those to be able to build a surplus of ore or hydrogen up, just so I can power the different things that we need to power. So what I really need to do is probably, let's see, this is it. That's a basic refinery. Let's see. Do I have? That's a survival kit. Container. What's that one? What are you? Yeah, so that's an O2 generator, right? So I need to get more steel plates for that. Yeah, so this is, I can do that. That will make sense. So we'll get some steel plates. So I want to have like 4 of these things, right? There you go. I want it like this, this, like that. So that way we have our, basically those things. Now I need to get, where are they? 6 maybe? Yeah, hydrogen engine, right? So then if I do like this, we'll put a hydrogen engine in like this. We're just going to power it by hydrogen because that seems like a safe thing to do. So we'll put us 4 hydrogen engines in. And then what we'll do is 7, a small hydrogen tank. I think those have an end on them. I wonder if it'd be better to put the hydrogen tanks first. Hydrogen tank like that. Oh, no. Now I've done it. Nope. I want them all the same. Try this again. All right. So put this over here. So I want, theoretically, that would be the best way to do it, is to put those on the top like that. That would probably be the best way to make it look. And then once I do that, then we can put the hydrogen engine in like this. All right, so there we have 4 hydrogen engines. We have 4 of those guys, so that way we can start building this thing up. And this is just gonna take low energies. Not again. Oh, almost died. Who left that big hole here? So the trick here is just to start building this massive power hungry thing, so that we can go out and start getting the resources we need. And the idea here is just, the iron and silicon and stuff like that, I'm not super worried about. It's the other stuff like the silver and the gold and the stuff that we don't have here that we really, really need to be able to get. And then basically just have this thing be able to drive up. Now it is extremely tall, so I had to make it fairly wide to help with that, and hopefully it won't get too topply. The other problem I have is that I can't have might have to put some more gyros on it, someplace to help this thing, because I have a feeling it's gonna be a pain. it's, this is not gonna be easy. All right, so there we got some steel plates in there. We'll get these guys kind of built. And this is hopefully too much power for this thing. I say that as, fully expecting it to not be enough, because it's one of those things you always plan. You're like, oh, I'll throw all this extra power in here. It'll be fine. And then it's never enough. It's always, you always You always need more power, which is what we need the batteries for, right? If we have the batteries going, the batteries should help us not have as bad of a problem. Oh, wow, we need lots of large steel tubes. Large steel tubes to the rescue. We need motors, large steel tubes. We need all kinds of stuff. So I did. The first thing I actually built up here was the that storage box, because it allowed me to be able to build up here with uh, being able to go get the resources we need. So, and this thing's just hard connected to the base. So what'll end up happening is when I get done, I'll build some blocks under the tires, and then I'm basically just going to cut it off from the base and hope that it survives, which may not be the best plan, but it's the one I have. The tires are, I only like 6 or 7 foot off the ground. Um, it should just be a little jump. It should be fine. The I'm just inviting Lord Kling to come visit. It's gonna be horrible. Uh, this whole thing, this thing is a disaster waiting to happen. This it's a matter of time before I basically just this thing destroys itself. But I'm fine with it. And like I said, I made it just because I could. And I'm just gonna see how far I can take it. And then, like I said, is this the most efficient way of mining? No, no, it's not. This is a horrible way to mine. Because it's very. I'm basically just poking a hole. Ideally, you'd want to be able to get down into the area and then like dig around. If I made this a lot more complicated, I could probably do some stuff about that. Where like I went down and then turned on a head and got it spin around, and I was playing with a few other ideas in my head of how to do it and get it to work correctly. But that's really the trick, is trying to get it and work correctly. So meanwhile, I'm just running back and forth and grabbing large steel tubes. They're so heavy. I am toying with the idea of turning or adding a couple of, like, the nanite mod. Like, I know it's horrible. It's so bad on the server with the way it pulls things and stuff. But I almost need it. Because building stuff like this, it just takes forever. Like, it just takes so long. And then you're just literally walking around, just holding down your thing, trying to. And I still need so many large steel tubes. Let's see. Let's put those back. Construction components. I still need ridiculous amounts of large steel tubes. I still right. Still need steel for that one. Still need a lot of steel plate, and I'm slowly making it, but I'm not making it fast enough. It's just going to take me most of the day to kind of let this thing continue to build things. It's a lot of parts. Motors. I have some motors. I like to have at least some of these, and then once I even get all this stuff done, then I gotta go actually connect it, because it's not even connected right now. So I've got to figure out how I'm gonna do all that. And what I may do is, I don't know. I haven't figured that part out yet. I haven't figured it out yet. So hopefully we got all the motors in there we need. Or large steel tubes. Oh, I just hit you with motors and you didn't take the ones you needed. Motors, computers. Okay. All right, we got one of them. Yay! uh, all of that, and we have one item or one of the machines that we're working on. It is a slow process, and trying to do this stuff by yourself. It's exercise of futility. Like you just take some time, and this is some of the building and stuff like that. And then some of the large pieces, and the frustration with it. I think I'm gonna be looking at a nanite machine. I say that I don't even know if the nanite machine even still exists. If there's another version of it now, I'm gonna be looking for some auto build or auto weld function, because the welders we have in here suck. They are horrible. I am not happy with them at all. I built. I was gonna try to use them to build that array over there, and they basically build one level in, and that was it. And I'm just like, what? Like this isn't fun. Like I don't like what's happening here. So we'll do that. Grab some more computers. So I need to get a better building weldy thing. Which then the sad part with that is then as soon as I can start having these things kind of auto weld themselves and things, then we start getting out of hand with how much stuff we load. It's a mess. Like it's the whole problem is that I start building too large, and it is what it is. But I'm not building fast enough for my liking right now. So we are going to build faster. Get some more of those. Get some more of these. I do need some power cells. I think I only need like 4 power cells though. Because I think each of the these things only need 1 power cell a piece. And unlike the batteries that need like 80 or 100 or something. To do that. Let me grab those. So more construction components. I think I'm going to be severely lacking construction components for a minute. Because right now I'm still building a massive amount of steel plates. Still need steel plates. All right, so we at least have all those in there. So I need a buttload of still more plates. Put those back. Yay, steel plates. So that one assembler is doing work, and we will eventually get to where we have a few more of them. I'll probably get like at least 1 or 2 more assemblers going. I have to figure out if I can put the assemblers on the top of that thing. And then that's the other side too, is I need to move those over one. But now we have our hydrogen engines. We have plenty. Like our initial little base had, I think, two hydrogen engines. Then I had 4 of the little ones from our other little guy. And then those guys are all going to kick on full blast here in a minute, because as soon as I start building batteries into this thing, everything's going to kick on full blast, trying to charge the battery as much as I can. Nope, I don't want power cells. I want construction components. Production. I need more construction components. Meow. All right. So we got all that stuff going on. So we kind of got these little power cells so that we can build our, bring the ice in, turn it into hydrogen, store it, and then pump it straight into the engine. And then hopefully building those one-to-one is going to allow us to go a little bit faster and actually be able to make sure we have enough hydrogen to power those things. Because the problem is that tank won't last very long. If that engine's running full blast, those tanks will not last very long. So it's going to be one of those things, like everything's going to be fine, and then it's not going to be. And if this thing runs out of power, it's going to not be good.
Energy low.
But my energy... I probably should have really put a... move my cryopod up to there. But the problem is I want to put that stuff in a different location. I don't want it to be... Yeah, and then like the station is currently... the hydrogen for the station isn't storing very much. Because it's basically using it as fast as it can, trying to keep the... trying to charge the batteries and to keep all the stuff running that I'm abusing. All right, but this is the plans for the new machine here. We're gonna slowly keep going through here. Weld me a couple more of these plates up, and I'm trying to weld these right now because if not, I may cover some of them, and then I'll have to weld them from the bottom. And then that's going to be an exercise in futility. And then I think what we'll do after this, I may look at a few mods, trying to keep it limited because I know it's a slippery slope. As soon as I start adding mods, it's just going to escalate. It's just going to make things. It's going to start breaking the server, and then as soon as I get done with it. I'll be like, oh, the server runs like crap. And they'll be like, but it's full of mods. And I'll be like, but. All right. Need more steel plates. And some construction components. Let's do this. And then... All right. So hopefully that will be all of these. I need nine more steel plates. All right, this is all the construction components I need, I think. So we'll get this engine done. So at least these guys are all complete. You're not complete. Why aren't you complete? Please be complete. All right, you're complete now. You're good. You're good. Nope, you're not good. Nope. Okay, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. All right, everybody's good now. All right, so now we have some hydrogen engines. We have some of those guys. Next thing we'll be looking at is adding some batteries. And then that way this thing can start charging up. And we'll kind of go from there. So, but with that, I will let y'all go. As always, if y'all enjoy these, please consider throwing a like on the video. If you have a question, a comment, or concern, you can leave that down below. And if you are not subscribed and you would like to be, there's a button for that too. And then we will go from there. You guys be safe, and we'll talk to y'all next time.